All of you, welcome back to yet another project video. In this project, you're going to build your first ever Solana number prediction game where user can predict a number and they can invest. If they win the prediction, they're going to get their money double. Let me give you a complete walkthrough that what are the feature and functionality we have included and how the entire application would work. What are the function we have for the user as well as the admin who can control the entire smart contract. So when the user will come to the application, this is what they will see after connecting their wallet. So the very first section we have is our header section. We have your logo, you have a play game, admin dashboard. Only admin can have this option and you can go to the dashboard and control the entire smart contract. You will have your fund reflecting that how much balance you have in your wallet which you are connected, and we have this option so you can simply disconnect, change your wallet. That's all you can do. So that's what we have in the header section. Then we have the hero section where we are providing all the stats about the contract and the current prediction game which is going on. So this is the Solana number prediction game, and here you will find the game rules. So we have 10 number from 1 to 10. You have to pick any number, and if you pick the right number you will win and you will double your bid. So you will find the overall stats about the smart contract. So currently the contract balance is 1 Sol. So after deploying the contract, you have to deposit as an admin into the contract so user can start playing, and if they win they can claim their reward. You will see how many users have played this game, what is the rate exchange we have, and how much money you're going to earn as a commission when the user will win. So you can simply control this percentage, which I'm going to talk about it. Now come back to the main thing, the prediction game. And here we have the dashboard. So user can pick any number. They can go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And they can pick any amount which they want to bid in this prediction. Once they select number, and they can pick an amount, or they can go with 1 Sol. If they invest 1 Sol, they will get this much amount because 10% is going to be deducted and it's going to be charged for the exchange fee. In the same way, you can go with 3, 1 is the minimum and the maximum is 1 Sol. So you can simply play the game, and here you will find all the recent game which different users are playing. So you will find all of this, that how many bid they have give, whether they have won or lost. So most of the users have lost. So that's what you can see. It's a really powerful project for you as an investor, for you as a creator of this particular game, where you will raise the capital for your project and you will have the 90% chance of winning because there is a 10 number. The user who will play, they will have 1%, but if they win they will have the double amount. But you as a creator of this application will have the most number of chance to win. So it's a really powerful game which you will find most of this game is there in the industry at the moment. Now if you come back to the footer section, we have the quick overview. They can connect their wallet, pick a number, place a bid and win. So this is the overall game section we have in our application. I'll show you all the transaction by performing it and how you can bid. So before we do that, let me show you what are the feature we have included for the admin. So I can come back to the admin dashboard, and here you will find the complete admin section. From there, admin of the contract can control the entire application. So we have this dashboard. You can see the overall balance, number game played and win or loss. So this is dynamic, and you will find that total volume in Sol means the transaction we have performed by the users. You can come back here if you want to deposit more fund into the contract as an admin, so user can simply keep playing. You can deposit. If you want to withdraw the Sol from the contract, you can withdraw. If you want to change the rate, like the minimum and the maximum, so I have set the minimum 0.1 Sol to 1 Sol, but you can simply change this one. Now if we come back to the update house hedge, means like if you want to charge 5% commission on the win, you can charge and you can simply update. But right now we are charging 10%, but you can simply update this variable. So this is the function you have for the admin which can call. Now if you come back here, you will find all the transaction taking place and all the user have played and what number they have predicted and what is the result we have got and how much money they have invested. So there you will find all the details about this. It's a really powerful. So I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included into the admin dashboard. Now let's come back here and let's play the game and let's try to do a couple of investment and bidding and see how the entire transaction will take place. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here and I'm going to pick a number. So this time I'm going to pick number 2. That's the number, and I'm planning to bid the lowest because Sol price is really high. So you can go with lowest or you can go with highest, but the most of the game which you will find, they follow this particular range. So I'll go with 0.1, and now I click on this plane now. If I click, you're going to find that this is the model And just simply ignore this one because we are running on the test devnet, so that's why it's giving us this simulation. Click on this confirm and you will find the transaction is taking place, and we are getting the verification from the contract, and you are getting the result that how much you have invested, what is your number, and what number you have got from the contract, because this number is dynamic and random, which is coming from the blockchain and the contract which we have deployed. So we have lost the game this time. If you want to invest and play one more time, you will find that the money will go straight away into the contract if you lose, and then you will find all the details. So this time what I will do, I'll simply invest 5 and I'll pick 8. This is my prediction. If I click on this play now, and here you will find that it's happening, and here we got this one. Simply click on this confirm and we are processing. Let's see what we got. If we win, we'll get the money. So just wait. Okay, the result is 6 and my pick was 8, so I lost once again, and this much money I invested, so it went up into the contract straight away. You will find it went up to 6. Now what I will do, I'm going to invest 1 soul, so I'll pick a 9 and I pick 1 soul, and you will find that when I will win, if I invest 1 soul, I'll get this much fund. But if you look at the contract, I have enough fund, so it is sufficient for me to give me the fund. So I'll simply come back here, click on this play now, and you will find the transaction is happening. If I win, I'll get the fund, so I'll simply click on this confirm and you will see the transaction would be completed, and if I win, I will get the fund back into my wallet. So just a moment, and you will find that my prediction was pretty close, but finally I lost it. So the fund went from my wallet to the contract, but if this fund is below the expected output, then the transaction would not take place. So that's the thing you have to keep in mind. I can simply come back here and I can simply change my wallet address to perform the transaction from a different wallet. So right now I'm in account number 2. If I reload the page, and you will find that this is the user account, and I can able to see all the details. If I want to invest, I can do that very easily. I can go with the lowest amount because I don't have many fund. I'll pick this one, go with 7 and click on this play now. So I can simply come back here and click on this confirm, and the transaction is taking place. So once the transaction will complete, if I win, I will get the double amount, otherwise my fund will go to the contract, and my prediction was nowhere to close, so I lost it. So that's how user can do the investment, and all the fund is going to be there in the contract. So whenever you bid, make sure to check that how much fund is there in the contract, and as an admin you have to also maintain the supply of the fund in the contract, so user can keep on playing. And here you will find the recent transaction which user are playing. Most of the user lost, so when they will win, they will have the fund back into their wallet. So I'll come back here and go back to the admin account and show you all the feature which admin has. So I'll simply give a reload. Now I will come back to the dashboard, and from there admin can control the entire smart contract. So what I will do, first I'm going to deposit a couple of souls. So I have this much soul, so I can deposit, and you can also do that very easily from your admin account. So I'll simply click on this deposit, and it's going to perform the transaction, and I will supply with more fund into the contract. So just wait, and finally we have done the transfer of the fund to the contract, and that's how you can do it. If you want to withdraw, you can do that very easily. So I want to withdraw, let's say 4 soul. I'll click on this withdraw, and it's going to perform the transaction, and I'm going to withdraw the fund from the contract, and I will have in my wallet address. So finally the transaction is completed, and I got the fund back into my wallet address. So that's how you can withdraw your profit, and you can deposit more soul to the contract, so user can keep on playing. And here you will find the minimum and the maximum. I would suggest you to keep it as it is, don't need to change it, because generally we follow in this 4 range for better and secure purpose, but you can also update it if you want, but I just keep it as it is. If you come back here, you can also update the commission which you are charging on the house edge, because after the win we're going to charge a couple of percentage to the user winning amount. So I'll simply click up this update, and it's going to update the fund. So I'll come back here, click on this confirm, and the transaction will be taking place. And here we have done the update, and you will find that it's got updated. If you reload the page, you will find the data is changed. It's come to 5%. It's all is there. If you come back to the admin, there you can able to see all the details. This is the money user have played into the game. So that's all you will find. Here you will find the overall stats about all the transaction taking place in the contract and how every single thing is happening. So it's a really powerful game. I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included. It's a really powerful game which you can simply launch on Solana blockchain, and you can simply raise capital for your project, where you can provide this kind of options. So what I will do, I'm going to simply withdraw the remaining fund as well, because right now it's very hard to get this fund. So I'll simply come back here. I'll go back here, type 0.5, and I'm going to withdraw the remaining fund, and I'll simply click on this confirm, and the transaction is going to take place, and I will withdraw all the fund from the contract. So if the user try to play now, the transaction will fail because there is no fund available in the contract. So you as a admin, you have to provide the supply in the contract so user can keep on playing. So I hope you have understood the complete architecture of this project and how this game will happen. Now let me provide you all the resources which you need to develop this particular project. It's a really powerful game. You must have it to understand how you can simply build. So to get all the assets, all the requirement for this particular project, you can come back to the blockchain coder, or you can simply click on the link down below and you will come back here. So here you will find all the project which we have developed on our channel. So we have more than 100+ project, and we have 30 to 40 project related to Solana. So make sure to log in, come back to the source code section, and there you will find all the project which we have developed. So make sure to check all of this. You can come back here, click on this recent project, and here you will have, so this is the project in which you will find all the details about the Solana. And here we have the build a similar project on the EVM compatible chain, which you can deploy on Binance, Avalanche, Solid, so Ethereum, so Polygon. It's a EVM compatible chain. So you can also watch this video, but to get the assets for this Solana, you can simply click here and you can come back here. I'm going to attach the final code setup video here, so you can simply watch and understand that what exactly you will get in the final source code, which is this video. So make sure to watch this video till then. You will understand that what you have got and how you have to do the deployment and all the setup. So you can come back to the starter file, and here you will find the complete details about all the details which you will find. So make sure to go through that and check and understand every single thing. Now I'll come back to the blockchain coder and show you that what you will get in the final source code once you will take it and how you have to do the setup. So make sure to take the final source code, and you will give your valuable contribution to my team to bring more tutorial like that. Once you will download the final source code, you will get the zip file. Make sure to extract this file, and you will get this folder in which you will have the complete source code of the project which we have coded in this entire project, which has all the features including the smart contract. So make sure to install a zip extractor, then you can able to extract this folder which you can open in your VS Code. So this is the one we have to open. So click on this VS Code, come back here in the open, and I'll go back to desktop because that's where I have the folder. I'll simply click here and I will select. Now let me give you a complete walkthrough of the folder and file structure including the smart contract before we deploy this particular contract. So when you open the project in your VS Code, this is the folder structure you will get. The very first folder you will find is the component, in which you will find all the component we are using throughout this entire application, like button, card, header, initialize contract, and model. So you don't have to make any changes. Every single thing is dynamic. Just keep it as it is. Close this one. Come back to the context, and there you will find all the logic which we have developed for communicating with the smart contract, getting the API, calling all the initialize function, deposit function, and playing the game. So that's all the logic which you will find here. I want you to give a time and just study this one. It's really powerful that we are following the modern architecture and modern packages. So this is the entire context management we have. Let's close this one. Now come back to the contract, and this one is a really powerful contract which we have deployed, and it's working absolutely fine with all the feature for withdrawing, depositing, and playing the game, and getting the random number from the blockchain which we can compare with the user prediction. So you don't have to make any changes. Every single thing is dynamic. So just keep it as it is. It's a huge contract which deal with multiple user data and all the models. So just keep it as it is. Close this one, come back to the lib. There you will find that we have this two file, idle.json, which is going to be the API of our contract. So once we'll deploy the contract, we'll get the API, the idle file, and that's what we have to provide here. I'll tell you how you can get your own. So I'll simply close this one, come back to the utils, and here you will find all the regular function which we use for creating a PDF account, generating and converting. That's all the function we have, which we call it utility model. So that's all we have. Don't need to make any changes. Just keep it as it is. Close this one. Come back to the pages. There you will find that it's a two-page application. This is the app.js. It's a global page where we can do all the configuration for the wallet and the context management, so we can share the data throughout the entire application. If we come back to the admin, so this particular page can be only accessible to the admin when it will be connected with the wallet, and you will find all the logic, all the function which we have included dedicated for the admin, so he or she can initialize the contract and control the entire smart contract. So just keep it as it is. Don't make any changes. Come back to the index file. So this is going to be the main page where we can able to provide all the transaction, playing game, all the logic. So this is also dynamic. So if you want to make any changes, make on this white text. Don't change any logic. First, I would suggest you to check the way it is, and after that, do all the experiment. Close this one. Close this one, come back to the public, in which you will find that I have the logo, but you can keep all the asset which you want for your brand. So I'll close this one, come back to the style, and you will find that we are using the global CSS. We have all the logic which we have coded. It's really powerful. So don't make any changes. If you want to make any changes, you can simply do the branding color and put your color, but every single thing is fine. If you are familiar, then do the changes, otherwise keep it as it is. Close this one, come back to the environment file, and here you have to put two things. This one is very important. You have to put your contract program ID. So once you will deploy your contract, you will get the program ID, and that's what you have to provide here. Here you have to provide the address, the account which you will use for deploying the contract. That's what you have to provide. Admin verification, and we can able to provide some of the feature to the admin, can initialize the function. So close this one. Then we have the get ignore. Just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes. We have the next config file. Keep it as it is. Come back to the packages.json file, and we are using the most stable version, so it will work absolutely fine no matter when you are developing this project. After 5 years, 10 years, it will work absolutely fine. We are following the most industry standard packages, so it's absolutely perfect. So close this one, come back to the post CSS, just keep it as it is. Here we have the readme file where you will find all the instruction about the project. That's all is given, so you can have a look. Now come back to the tailwind. This is the entire tailwind configuration we have. So I hope you have understood the entire folder and file structure, that what are the structure we have utilized, how every single thing would look in our complete folder structure and project structure. Now the very first thing we have to do is to deploy our contract and get the ABA and the program ID. So you will find that this is the contract, and we're going to deploy this particular contract which is given to you in the final source code. So what I will do, I'll open a new tab and type Solana playground ID. Make sure you have to search, don't use any link, because there is a lot of fake Solana playground. If you open that and connect with your wallet, they're going to drain your entire fund. So I would highly encourage you to come and search on Google and make sure to find the official link. So this one is the official link. So click on this and you will come back to this official Solana playground, from where we're going to deploy our contract. So what I will do, I'll simply delete my existing project and you will have the fresh. I want you to do exactly the same thing. So click on this create new project. I'm going to pick Rust Anchor framework and let's give the name. So I'll say play to earn and click on this create. So we have created a new brand repository in the Solana playground. Now we're going to simply deploy our contract. So I'll simply remove this existing code. Right now we have this empty. Now I'll come back to my code and I'm going to copy the entire code we have. I'll simply come back here and I'm going to paste this code. I have the entire smart contract in the project and every single thing is looking good. Now I have to simply connect my wallet. So this is the wallet which I'm going to use for deploying the contract. So what I will do first, I'm going to simply come back here and I'm going to compile my contract. So before you do that, make sure to save it and just give a reload. And right now you can see we don't have any error. Make sure to save it once again. Every single thing is good. Now you can come back here, click on this build and it's going to compile your contract. If there is a problem in the contract is going to throw an error, so you can simply fix it. But we have already done the optimization. So just wait, it's compiling our contract. And you can see we are getting this information because I made a lot of requests to our compiler. But whenever you get this, don't need to worry about it. Simply make it one more time. Or you can simply reload the page and just make a request one more time. I already made a lot of requests to the package which compile our contract. That's why I'm getting this build up error. But it's normal. Don't need to worry about it. Just wait. Soon the compilation will complete and we can deploy our contract and get the program ID and the ABI. And finally, our compilation is done. You can see we got the log. Every single thing is good. You can see that this address, the program ID is got changed. You can copy from here and now you are ready to deploy. You got the options. Click on this deploy and it's going to make a call to our wallet and we are ready to deploy our smart contract. So just wait. It's deploying. Here the transaction is happening. Once the transaction will complete, your contract would be deployed successfully. So you can find they are got the confirmation. Just a moment. And finally the transaction is completed. You can click here and you will come back here and you will see that we have deployed our contract successfully. You can see all the contract execution we have performed, all the program and our program ID which we have deployed. Every single thing is looking good. So every single thing is working fine and I have used my internal playground wallet which I have already in my Phantom wallet. So I'm using the same wallet. So every single thing is looking good and our contract is deployed successfully. So once you deploy your contract, make sure to simply copy it and you can simply come back here and replace this old code and paste here, because the only thing would change is this address, this program ID. So that's the first thing you have to do. Once you deploy, make sure to copy it, and that's what you can do. Now you have to simply copy the address, program ID. You can come back here, go back to the environment variable, and that's what you have to paste here. That's the one thing. Now I'll come back here and I'm going to get the idle file. So I'll simply come back, click on export, and it's going to export the idle file. I'll come back here and I'm going to simply delete this one. I'll simply delete this one. This is the old one and I want you to simply delete that. So I'll simply come back here and I'm going to bring the one which I have downloaded into my lib folder and click on save. So this is the setup you have to do. You got your idle file, you got your program ID, and you got your contract deployed successfully. Now we have to come back here, and if I come back to my wallet, and this is the wallet address I have used, I can simply click here and I'm going to copy the address of the wallet which you have used for deploying. So this is the same wallet. I'll simply copy, and that's what I can simply come back here and simply paste the wallet address which I have used for deploying the contract. Hope you have understood what we have done. We have deployed our contract, we got the program ID, we have used the address of the admin, and we got the API. So every single thing is good. I hope you have understood. Every single thing is looking good. Now what I will do, I'll simply close this one, and we have done the most important part of deploying our contract. Now we are ready to test our application. So what I will do, I'll simply open up my terminal, and if I show you my node version, I'm using the latest one. It will work absolutely fine. So make sure you should have the exact version, or you can simply compare that which system configuration you have, but we are using the global scope, so it will work absolutely fine with the latest node version. And that's what I have. Now what I will do, I'll simply clear up my terminal and I'm going to do the installation of all the packages which you can see right now we have here. So simply type npm, I hit enter, and the installation will start. This might take a little bit time, or it can happen quickly depending on your internet connection. So just give some time. Once the installation will complete, then we can start testing our application. And finally the installation is started, and you can see that we are getting a couple of warning depreciated. Simply ignore that. It's not that important because we are focusing on stability, and that's the most important thing which you have to focus as a developer. So your application can run longer without making any changes. Simply ignore this warning. It's just a stability warning. Simply ignore that one. It's not that important. Now what I will do, I'll simply clear up my terminal, and you will find that every single thing is good. We got our node modules. That's what we have. Now we are ready to start our application, do all the transaction. So now I'll simply close this one, come back here, and let's try to start our application. So simply type npm run dev, hit enter, and it's going to start our application on localhost 3000. So simply copy this one. You can minimize it here, but don't delete it. If you delete it, your application will stop. So I'll simply minimize this one and come back to the browser. Let's open a new tab and paste the URL, hit enter, and you will find that every single thing is working absolutely fine. Our application is running fine, and you can see the fund we have in the contract, and you can see right now our contract is not initialized, and I'm not connected with the admin account. So I have to connect with the admin account, and I have to initialize the contract, then I have to deposit the fund, then user can able to perform all the transactions. So right now the contract is not initialized. That's what the warning is giving. So let me change my wallet. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here, go back to account number 3, which is the account which I have used for deploying, and I have the fund. Let's click on this connect, and give it connect. So I'm connected, and you can see the fund is everything fine, and the contract is not initialized, and I'm the admin. So click on this admin, and I will come back here, and here I have to initialize this contract. So I'll set it from 0.1 to 1 SOL. This is the general convention we follow. So this is the one, and I want to charge 5% as a commission on the win, and every single thing is looking good. Now I can simply call this initialize. So that's the first function I have to call. Wait, and I have to simply confirm the transaction, and the transaction is completed successfully, and we have initialized the contract, and you will find that contract has 0 balance and every single thing is set up properly. Now the very first thing you have to do is to deposit some fund in the contract so user can start playing, and when they will win, they will have the reward. So what I will do, I'll simply go with 2 SOL, because right now it's very hard to get this dev SOL. I'll go with 2 SOL. Click on this deposit, and you can deposit the fund, and click on this confirm, and the transaction is taking place. And finally we have done the deposit in the contract. Now we can start playing the game. You can see we have the enough fund, and no transaction is taking place. So let's play the game. I'll pick this 8, and I want to invest this much. Click on this play now, and it's going to perform the transaction. And we are getting this because we are doing the testing on the devnet, so stimulation is not going to be predicted. Okay, so don't worry about it. Simply click on this confirm, and the transaction is happening. Just a moment. And finally, our prediction was wrong and we lost it. So that's what I have. Let's try to perform one more time. So I'll go with this one. I'll go with the minimum one because we don't have enough fund in the contract. So let's go with the 5, or I can go with 3, and I can click on this play and it's going to perform the transaction. So let's click on this confirm and the transaction is happening. Just a moment. And finally I lost once again. So make sure to keep on playing. If you win, you will have the details and you can able to see all the transaction which is taking place. You can come back to the admin and there you will find all the details. So we have this fund and I want to withdraw it because I want to get it back, this one. If I change my wallet address, I can play with a different account which you have already seen. So it's very simple. So what I will do, let me perform one transaction for a different account to show you that every single thing is working fine, and this wallet I have enough fund. So I can simply come back here and I'll simply give a reload after changing my wallet. So I can have the balance. Now I can come back here. I'll pick the minimum one, pick 7, and let's play the game. And let's see this time I win or lose. And let's click on this confirm. And the transaction is happening. Cross finger. I hope I will win. And this time again I lose. So this is how user can play. So you have to keep on playing. Finally you will win. So I'll simply come back here, go back to account number 3, and I'm going to withdraw all the fund which I have in the contract. So I'll simply give a reload so it can display my details about the wallet admin. I can come back here and let's withdraw all the funds like 2.9 SOL which I have. Click on this withdraw and I'm going to simply withdraw the fund. Click on this confirm, and finally we have withdraw and every single thing is 0. So I hope you have understood that how every single thing would be working, how you have to do the setup. Every single thing is really powerful. You can come back to the admin dashboard and you can see all the transactions which user have played, what the prediction, how much money they have invested, address and all. That's all is there. So that's the complete project. Again, I would suggest you to come back to the blockchain coder. Make sure to get the starter file, and when the complete tutorial will come, you will master it completely. Or you can simply come back here. You can also watch this one for EVM compatible chain. This one is also really powerful. It has a similar function, but it will execute on the Ethereum blockchain or any EVM compatible chain like Binance, Polygon, Arbitrum. Every single thing is good. So make sure to follow the complete project. You will understand every single thing. So I hope you have understood every single thing, that what are the feature and functionality we have included and how every single thing would be working. So that's the only thing I want to cover. If you have any more question, do let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. I'll try to provide you all the details. With that, I'm ending this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.